Pisces, welcome to your Celtic cross reading. What's up? What's going on? Show me Pisces. Show me Pisces. Like always. Take what resonates, leave what does not. Do keep in mind these are general collective readings, not one-to-one private, which is to say they may not resonate at all. Frustrating but normal. Check your other placements. You will find yourself in there somewhere. Show me Pisces. What's going on for Pisces? One more. Show me Pisces. Okay. At the heart of the reading, Four Swords, crossing the Chariot, how to proceed. Crowning the Star. Scorpio had that in the same position. I promise you I shuffle these many, many times in between takes. Never mind what you see on camera. So if it's meant to be, it's meant to be. King of Swords is in the past. The High Priestess is on the exit. A couple of thoughts on that. Before you, Nine of Swords, stress. Yeah, see. I knew that wasn't sitting right. Okay. Strength, the Knight of Swords, I'm sure. Five of Pentacles in your environment. Something is indeed broken. The Emperor, hopes and fears. To take charge of this, to not. Am I doing the right thing? Am I not? Outcome is the Nine of Cups. I see you being all right in the end. Feeling better, bare minimum. Okay. So in your opening straight away is the Four Swords. You know you're supposed to take some quiet time. You know you're supposed to have some reflection time between you and you. Four Swords is quiet. It's an internal process that suggests quiet contemplation, thinking, but in a way that's calm, not chaotic like the Nine of Swords. And some basic healing elements are in there as well for those reasons. But the Chariot is crossing. It's like you're not convinced. You're not convinced to move forward into healing or to quiet and then to calm. There's some hesitation there about the direction to move forward in terms of insight needed, perspective. Perhaps you think now's not the time to give yourself some space. I think the opposite's true because I don't like what is happening here. Let's get to that. Crowning is the Star, so that's not a bad thing. I know that something weighs on your mind in terms of far-reaching desires, goals, wants, and dreams, and drives for yourself that are good and healthy. In your past experience as the King of Swords, you're someone who really prides themselves on making decisions, backing them up. Okay? We gather the information as the King and Queen of Swords are wont to do, and then we start deciding and therefore acting on those decisions as well. So you tend to be rational, analytical, logical. These are all good things. What's exiting, though, is the High Priestess. This sense of intuitive process, which is actually your jam, more than the sword. I'm looking at a Pisces, you tend to lean on what you know a great deal, and we don't incorporate our intuitive self as much as we should. And what do I say all the time, guys? They are not mutually exclusive. We should use a combination of intelligence as well as intuition to guide us. Okay? One is not superior to the other. They need to work together. Okay? So I can see where you really rely on your mind, but then your mind, we must remember, can often be a trap. So if we continue to disregard our intuition, we're going into the trap here with the Nine of Swords. So now we're overthinking. We are over-processing, and we have no new information. And that's the thing with the Eight and Nine of Swords. We have no new information because our mind is a whirlwind of activity. So this is where I think you thought you can think and act your way through a situation when really our quiet time, our rest time was where we really need to go. And as far as I can tell, it's not too late to choose that. Okay. Over here to your strengths. Oh, no, there it is, the Knight of Swords again. I mean, some of you are sword heavy. Some of you might have some very prominent air in your chart, which is a very air thing. I think and I act. I think and I act, And you're saying you're used to doing this. It's what you're known for. You get things done. You get out there. You get things going. Five of Pentacles, though, in your environment, something here feels a little broken. It's not responding to the usual fix-it attitude, or energy that you typically bring. The Emperor's in your hopes and fears. I mean, to take charge of something or to not. Am I doing the right thing? That's what the Emperor and Empress ultimately are charged with. Am I showing empowerment here? Am I doing the correct thing for myself and then possibly others? That's a heavy weight. And the outcome is Nine of Cups, so this is good. But still, I want to see what's going on here with the process and help make it easier. I'm glad that you have what looks like a positive outcome. I do. But how can we make this easier? Okay, first advice is to actually indeed commit to a little bit more Four Swords. instead of I don't know if I have the time for that or if I can move in that direction. Let's try and make the time for that. Okay? Because I feel like you could avoid a lot of this mental entanglement if you listen to yourself a little more. Okay? Let's see that Four of Swords. Show me that Four of Swords. Let's see that Four of Swords, please. There's that Queen of Swords, man, and King of Pentacles, and the Seven of Cups. Oh, yeah, yeah. So there, I mean, logically and practically speaking, you know you need some quiet time. You know that the bees are buzzing a little too loud, your thoughts, lately. You know. You know you should relax and open up to yourself first and foremost. This is all internal. So you're of two minds. Okay? The mind that says, logically, rationally, I've always worked through things. I don't need to pause. I know what I know. I can act on it. Another part of you that is also logical says, Pisces, should we maybe take some time off and think our thoughts quietly and calmly? Maybe listen to ourselves a little more intuitively so you know. You know what it is you're supposed to do. You're showing me what it is you're supposed to do. You're like, the Chariot is challenging. I don't know if I can commit to that particular direction of taking time off and relaxing and to hear myself appropriately. Why can't we commit to that direction? Because you are of two minds. One of your minds respects your intuitive process. The other side of your mind's like, nah, I can railroad through this. No problem. Let's see that Chariot, please. Show me the Chariot. Show me the Chariot. Let's see that Chariot, please. Three of Pentacles, the King of Wands, the Five of Wands. Oh, because you have an outside influence that's telling you just deal with it and deal with it now. Somebody here is pretty confident that they know what a working solution is, and they're just like, jump on board with me, and that's it. That's it. We don't need to pause. We don't need to think about it. Let's just go. And it means well, but it is coming across as combative. I know what I'm doing, or I know what I'm suggesting. So this is the first time I'm seeing an outside influence. So it's at this point you get to reverse energies as you see fit. Whom this is to, I have no clue. But they are saying, no, we can fix it. Three of Pentacles, no problem. This is going to be... You ever met somebody who overestimates or underestimates their activity, how much time, energy, and effort is realistically needed to work through something? And they're like, no. You know those people, and I never listen to them. I can't, because experience has taught me, and it seems to have failed to taught them, that... You don't just be like, no. That's going to take 3 days tops. No problem. I got this. Yeah, okay. Overinflated sense of confidence. And it could be based on experience, but experience should have told this person by now it's not always as straightforward as you think it is. Especially since your mind is saying you know better. You should go internally and reflect on things. But this King of Wands character is like, no. We don't have time for that direction. Okay? We all want time off, and it's not really about that, is it? It's about contemplating the issue so you can find a more workable, rational, and less stress resolution. They're like, we're just going to put some pentacles in there. Let's cooperate, please. I got this. And it is coming across as combative. I know what's best in this situation, Pisces. Trust me. So that's why, huh? Okay, honey, who are you going to listen to? The person who's showing me confidence, and it's not going to take too much work, Three of Pentacles, no big deal, or the fact that your mind and says you should know better. Otherwise, you would typically follow suit, You're that person that's like, you're pretty efficient with your knowledge base. That's why you're used or accustomed to taking action quickly. But another part of your mind broke off and says, Pisces, we know better. We should listen to ourselves on this one. They kind of talk a big game, but that doesn't mean that they're correct or that they have all the answers. Let's see the star, please. Show me the star. Show me the star. Let's see that star. You got to know when to stand up and listen for yourself. That would explain why the Emperor's and the hopes and fears. Nine of Swords, there's the stress, the Four of Swords, the Chariot. You really wanted to move in a different direction. You feel it intuitively and logically, but you're still of two minds. A big part of you just wants to give in and do what this person is suggesting. It does not sit well with you. It causes direct conflict. Now it's just as it's this, whatever this is, the star, you're saying it's with you, it weighs on you day and night. And it's clearly more important to you than it is to them. They're saying this is a quick patch job, Three of Pentacles. Just get on board with me. We're going to plow through this. And you're like, I really, Four Swords and the Chariot. This is one of the benefits of using multiple decks, guys. I can see repeating energies. So remember that Chariot was in conflict? You know you're supposed to rest on this. You want to move more carefully. You want to move more cautiously. They're like, this is an hour's worth of work. Let's go. It means a lot to you. This is your stress. But I see you giving in to this person's pressure. Don't give in. Who are you going to trust? The person whom that this means more to, or the person who's like, that's an hour's worth of work. Okay, it might turn into 3 days. It might turn into 3 weeks, but it's not enough for us to pause and think about it. No. You pausing and thinking about it could prevent a lot of unnecessary issues. You're in a better position to understand this than this person. So they're almost kind of jocular in that sense of, I know what's going on, listen to me. I don't care for it. It's a little too vibrant and loud. You seem to think it's a big deal and it should be treated as such. Give them more reflection. They're like, it's nothing. It's no big deal. Again, I'm going to say you are going to be your own best reference point in this one. If it means this much to you, you have more of an obligation to speak up. Not less. I'm sure this is someone who you would say is a friend or someone that you've known a long time. But they seem to think it's a minor issue. You seem to think I need to stop and think on this more. So I'm going to go ahead and skip that King of Swords in the past. I get it. I think I understand you. Based on your own sense of familiarity and the information you receive, you really don't have a problem acting fast. You don't. But this one, you're saying, I would like to pump the brakes on. I still don't know what this is to you. Take it as it resonates, okay? If you feel so inclined, please do share. It doesn't feel romantic in nature. It feels very different from that, but there you go. All right. The High Priestess on the exit, that makes me nervous, honey. It suggests that you're giving in and that you're not listening to yourself. So the very thing you were freaked out about is happening. I wish I had more time to work a plan through this or something. Let's see that High Priestess on the exit. Show me that High Priestess, please. Oh, yeah, back up. There it is again. God dang it, 4 cups and death. We're not listening to ourselves, and you're putting yourself in the position of future orientation to say, I wish I had. This is where we get, this is 100% preventable, guys, okay? This little danger zone we're entering here is 100% preventable. I want you to stick with what you know is correct for you and maybe tell Loudmouth to zip it, okay? You literally know what to do compared to this other person. Please do not give in to the peer pressure or whatever the heck this is. No, they don't quote-unquote know better. You do. They're making it seem like it's no big deal. You seem to think, oh no, if we go with your plan, things are going to get much worse. But we're not listening to ourselves. The 8 of Swords, the 4 of Cups, and death, and the more we try to ignore it, the more unhappy we are with it. So let's guys, I'm going to encourage this Pisces to speak up, because I don't want you to be in that position of saying, but it was them that insisted and push back, insist back. You literally have a wider knowledge base on this than they do. Push back. Okay. Besides, if there's some King of Wands that's thrown down a Three of Pentacles, it should be easy to overcome. You know what? I'm going to listen to myself on this one. And I'm going to take some more time to reflect on it personally. And I'm going to get back to you with my notes about how to proceed. See how easy that is? Okay. Never play to the gallery. There's always peanuts at the circus, honey. Don't play to the gallery. All right? If you create something, you create it for you. If it's your art, it's your work, then it's yours. There's always going to be someone who has an opinion, but opinions are like assholes. Everyone's got one, okay? It's your opinion, therefore your asshole, that counts or should call the shots. Sorry. Not sorry. Nine of Swords. Oh, we're in a mood today. We had some attitude with Scorpio as well. But you know what? I wouldn't say it unless I meant it, and I don't want you to go through this. And why? Because you're trying to prevent someone else's being hurt by you rejecting their ideas? No. Is a star worth that? No, absolutely not. Three of Wands, Page of Swords, and the Nine of Cups. You're so stressed out, particularly about your future self, the Nine of Cups. Three of Wands is further out waiting. Page of Swords, let's wait and see. Hopefully we'll be okay. Nine of Cups, I don't like that. Again, preventable. This is the near future bridge that literally separates what's going on here, a little bit of past orientation as well, into your future self. Preventable. I don't like that. I'm not big on that. Well, I don't like this. I'm going to go along with it, so let's wait and see. And hopefully I'll be okay. We'll be happy. I'm not willing to roll the dice like that. And it's showing me individuation, so once more, this is not hitting me as like a romantic partner thing. This is someone who's influencing it. You're afraid to disappoint them or to take charge of it. I don't know why. And I don't want you to go through this, honey. I don't. I know you're the great harmonizer, but all signs, and you have beautiful pros, therefore we have equally crushing cons. And you as the harmonizer, you have this internal pressure to get along with everybody, even if you don't particularly like them, what they're offering or what they're saying. And again, that's not a knock. All signs have pros and cons. That's nature. That's human nature. If you have strengths, you have weaknesses. You cannot have one without the other. It's literally impossible. And for some reason, I see you giving to this, and I don't know why. I don't know if they're just so... They have so much of that ego, that confidence, that machismo, right? I know what's up. Three of Pentacles, done. Seems to be costing you a lot to go along with it. Knight of Swords, I'm going to skip that. You've already kind of showed me what you're familiar with and what you're used to doing. And how you're kind of ignoring that process. I don't like it. So, but I believe you when you tell me you know how to take action. Knight of Swords, I know that. I see it. You actually do have a really strong mental reserve and used to taking action, but you're literally of two minds of this. All right, let's see that Five of Pentacles in the environment. That makes me nervous. Maybe it's a good thing. Hopefully you're showing me breaking away from this. Just a little FYI, just a little thought there. Okay. Let's see that Five of Pentacles, please. Show me that Five of Pentacles. Show me that Five of Pentacles. All right. If I need to, I'll go back and look at you. Just hold your literal horse, okay? Literal horse. Ha ha ha. Ha ha. Five of Pentacles. One more. Eight of Wands, the Four of Pentacles, and the Two of Swords. Gosh, you're still showing me uncertainty. Hesitating. I see the words coming from you, but you're not saying half of what you want to say. It seems like some loss occurred in your environment. 3D, structural, foundation, money, finance. And you're like, is this right? I don't think this is right, but you're not clearly voicing your concerns. We got to speak up to whatever this is, honey. I don't like this. Whatever it is this person said a Three of Pentacles will suffice. You knew better. I don't like this. It messes with your vision. And you're like, I don't know if I have the right to speak up. Bullshit. Bullshit. Because now we're talking about loss. And you're showing me very careful words about uncertainty, misgivings. I don't know about this. It's affecting your environment. It's time to speak up, Pisces. I need to see this Emperor. Why? Why are we so afraid to push back on this person, this situation, especially when you literally know better? I'm going to say that Emperor, hopes and fears. Yeah, you hope to take charge, but you're also afraid to. Let's see that. Again, not an accusation. Don't take it as one. Nope. I read the cards, guys. Once more, not your reading. Don't take it. Check your other placements. Okay? We cool? Let's see that Emperor, please. Nine of Wands, the Moon, that's you, and the Three of Cups. You really want to push back, but you're showing me a willingness to get along. And you're literally in conflict about this. I don't know who this is to you, but for some reason, you're showing me that you feel a strong pressure to go along with what they say, even if it's in the interest of keeping the peace. So with the Moon here, that's your power card, honey, actively suppressing a block. So this is where a Nine of Wands would actually be in a healthy position. If you put up a block between yourself in this situation so you can push back. Sometimes you have to know when to defend. I saw Scorpio doing it uselessly and way too long, so I called them on it. This is where you would actually want your Nine of Wands. You're suppressing your own desire to block this situation in the effort to Three of Cups to get along with it. And yet a part of you would very much like to stand up to this. You don't have to go along for any ride that you don't want to take, especially when you made the roller coaster. And now somebody else is going to tell you how it works? No. No. Hopes and fears are no guarantee. It is simply a reflection of what's going on inside of us. It's both sides of the same coin. Okay? What keeps you at bay is also what could push you forward. What you fear is also what you hope for. You see? Let's see that Nine of Cups, which I saw over here on your bridge. You hope that everything kind of works out, but we don't have much conviction in it with the Page of Swords. Let's see. Show me that Nine of Cups. Show me that Nine of Cups. The Sun, the Star, the Queen of Cups. Okay, my question. Oh, how did you get there? Page of Wands in reverse. How did you get there? That's my question. That Star. The Sun, Queen of Cups, don't get me wrong, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. I want you to have that outcome where you feel good and secure. Specifically emotionally secure about the vision here, the Nine of Cups. You seem to be well pleased in your outcome. Did you stand up for yourself? Did you get yourself back on track? Understand that this roller coaster, to use some sort of analogy, that you created it, therefore you have say about where it goes and why, what it looks like and everything else. Did you push back? I hope you did. Now that I have more questions, we're going to have to look at that Knight of Swords after all. Because you were on the breaking edge here and still feeling intimidated about saying something. Okay? That's a beautiful outcome. Let me hold it up to you. I want you to see it. You had hoped vaguely that everything would work out, but you were extremely stressed that it wouldn't. I'm seeing a very positive outcome. You are relaxed. Personally, you're happy. In fact, I would say you're glowing. You have the Star as well as the Sun. And with a strong sense of individuation tied to these goals and these feelings. That is 100% you, without influence. So did you push back? Did you say this is my star, which is a long-term vision that's personal, and the Sun, personal sense of happiness directly tying back to you, Nine of Cups, wish fulfillment. So, did you push back? Excuse me. Let's see that Knight of Swords, please. Fuck yes. Fuck yes. Ah! Ah! Yeah. All right. Yeah, you did. Good job. Oh, it weren't pretty. It weren't pretty. But these things never are, honey. I mean, these things are never pretty. Yeah, there's a reason that little Knight of Swords jumped into my lap. Pay attention to me. I was like, I'll get to you. I'm actually glad we saw the outcome first. Made me better appreciate what you had to do. Good job. Look at me. Good job. I knew that Three of Pentacles and that loud mouth didn't know nothing. You did. Especially when you started to see the hit and not speaking up. This vague connection point that maybe things will work out in future. Yes, they will work out in future if you take control. The Emperor needs to step forward and put his foot down. And boy, howdy. Knights of Swords, cut that out. Whatever that toxic element was, it doesn't look like a personal relationship to me. Not like that. Not the romantic kind. This is someone we have a hard time pushing back on. This could be a very domineering kind of father figure, like I said, or a kind of jocular best friend. The one that's like, who wants to get on it real quick because they can fix it, no problem. That kind of thing. No, it did not work because they're not you. They didn't create whatever this is. It's not their star, babe. It's not their vision. It's not their gig. Why would they have any sense of care or priority the way that you do towards this? So, and I'm telling you, whatever that portion here that was poorly tied to your foundation is what you cut out. It's, at some point you did it between seeing the real results of listening to this and not listening to you. When you started to see how it was affecting your 3D, you showed me your hopes and fears. I still didn't know what you were going to do. But then at some point you took action when reality hits home. This person doesn't know what the hell they're talking about. I do. And I'm letting them have say in something that they are completely ignorant of, or they think they have a clue, but they really don't. So, there you go. No, we cut that out. Very good. You blew up their role, and you took action towards blowing up their role. So it weren't pretty. I don't really care at this point, you know. You went in there and you saved the day at some point and said, you know what, your services, your help, or your assistance, or your ideas, or whatever, are no longer required here. Get out. So it's very loud. You can't miss this. This was direct action. It wasn't some passive, I'm just not going to address it. No. That was a full-on confrontation. So good for you. You didn't know if you could do it. You didn't know if you could do it. Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. No wonder you earned that. You earned that fantastic feeling. No wonder you feel so freaking good. Look at that. No wonder you feel so freaking good. Here we had a vague hope. I hope it works out. Yeah, with your direct intervention to cut this out, it did work out. You got yourself and whatever else is important to you back on track. And oh boy, don't you feel about 1,000 times better. Oh my goodness, what a ride, what a reading. Oh my. A good example of the mind versus intuition and forsaking ourselves in the interest of trying to listen to others or get along with them, and how that can often cost us, you know. Oh, well done, Pisces. Well done. Excellent. Excellent. Well done. Okay. Karma. Balance, justice, that whole gig, you know. We have to remember karma's equal parts good as well as bad, but it's not so bad. It's what we earn. So, there you go. You earned your good karma, correcting it for you. There you go. Creating justice and a sense of balance to this. More than. Good job. Avoidance, I know, autumn. For some of you, you're really going to hit that avoidance. I can't really talk about it with this person by fall. So for some of you, this process just started where it's like, I know what to do. Leave it to me, Pisces. It ain't nothing. It ain't no thing. It'll take a couple days tops. whatever that is. It's autumn, and we really start to try not to see it not too far from now, so i.e. fall. Okay. And then eventually you burst through and remember your own sense of self-worth and that you, yes, correct, you indeed set your own expectations here. Remember, it's your star, your vision, not theirs. Okay. I don't know if this is someone who you've always given license to kind of push you around or boss you around like an older sibling. You know that dynamic? But no. No. Crossroads, generous offer, the shadow side, the moon, the dark night. That's you, honey. We're at the crossroads here. It seemed like a generous offer, perhaps, to help or to assist, but in the fact you had misgivings from the very beginning to include that. But you allowed your shadow side to win over that particular crossroad. But I'm telling you right now, this is a crossroad you can change. Okay? You can undo this decision, and it might have been a generous offer to help. Maybe this is that type of person that never does these things. Or perhaps they were indeed offering quite a bit, but that doesn't mean it was working for you. You had the mechanical structure that suggested you knew better. Okay? I believe. Pisces, fantastic. Well done. As I said, put it in the comments as you see fit. This was absolutely fantastic. Great reading today. Great outcome. It's not just about having a great outcome, guys. It was the journey. That's the important thing. This will be a very good experience and a reference point for you in future about whom you connect with in terms of offering to help, work, or assistance, because that's the vibe it had today. But there you go. I hope it helped you at the end of the day. Like I said, put in the comments. Take care. Be well.